First is life. You have to live to say something. I think that's the process. Live, music, and product. I'm Mario. I'm 1,000 Words. I'm an artist. I'm a lyricist. I was born in Los Angeles. I grew up in early days in LA, and then we moved to Reseda. My folks are from El Salvador. Home life, like most like brown people, it's like a lot of movement, a lot of drama. My dad always told me, he's like, I just want you to live better than me. Different high schools in different areas, you know, in this city, you cross the street, you're somewhere else. So I was watching how people lived in different cities. Doing graffiti, you go through different cities trying to like conquer it, I guess, or get fame. So I was just seeing how everyone was living, and then rap became part of the culture. The first person I ever heard that I was like, I think that's what I want to do was Nas. I always felt like I wanted to be my people's version of that. So that's been my focus supremely, that level of artistry and conveying a message. Rap came through graffiti, you know, they're part of the elements of hip hop, so I would just paint, and then that, you know, just getting high, being in the backseat, freestyling, and then lunchroom, and then battling people at school, and I just stuck to it. I think I was always a writer. Graffiti is called writing. Like in the circles that we run in is like, oh, you write? You know, it's like, what do you write? So it was always something, even in language, like how you communicate that you tag is like that you write. Tagging is the simplest form like of communication, like I exist, I was here. So it's like caveman stuff, you know, you just want to let the world know the teenage angst, you want to just get it out. So I took to that, and I wrote my name everywhere as much as I could, then gradually stepped up to bombs, pieces, and then at that time there was a lot of crews out there that were some of the world-class crews, like Seventh Letter, AWR, MSK, CBS, like all them people were people that I think everybody was inspired by in our group. So that's how that started, and eventually led to music, communicating something with feeling and convey a message. So music is I think the highest form of that, just like photos do, like just like art does. That's why I feel like me and my homies like from Third World, that we're like senses. My boys the ears, my homies the eyes, and I'm the mouth. And that's how we move. You remove one, you get one part. You put us together, you get the whole thing. When you make something, it's gonna find who it finds, and whoever it could touch, it will. If everyone likes you, something's wrong. If everyone hates you, something's wrong. So I try to make the music, that the things I write, I try to make something that I would have wanted to hear at some point in my life. My whole social media career, lifestyle, whatever, has always been directed towards art. The ability to post something immediately and get an immediate response is a double-edged sword. You know, at some points you could love something, you can see the hate immediate, you can see the love immediate. So both of those are extremes in life. So sometimes I think it can be dangerous, but it's also amazing because you could share with everyone the things you create. Early, it was not things I wanted to hear, but it was a drive. I thought it was dangerous when I started receiving the negative comments, you know, because you could have 10 good ones and then, or like 100 good ones, and then you hit the 99, and there's somebody that says something you don't like. For some reason, that becomes your focus. And I'm a competitive person, so when somebody has something, I'll prove them wrong. We try to navigate it daily. It's something that is so easily accessible. So I think it's a job itself. Cream rises to the top. So if you got what it takes and you're consistent and you don't quit, like I said, just having that competitive drive, like I just kept going, like obsessively, until I feel like it's okay. Even now, I tell my boys all the time, like, I'm about to get better. It's gonna get good in a little bit. So I always have that in me, where the next is the best. Like it's gonna get better. Like I don't think I can stop.
What do you think we're named after? Los Angeles, fuck around the cities where we send you after. Front page on the dead rap, you not.
Well, my folks came from El Salvador and they made something of themselves. They did it, grind and hustle. I'm doing it like that, but digitally. So it's like I don't gotta cross borders like that, but with one click of a button, I could be everywhere at once for the people that need to find what we're doing. Done shows in Australia through the strength off digital. It's insane how quick and how that can go if people really enjoy what you're doing. And because everything that's happening here is happening in other places, so we're all tied in together. And that's what I want to convey. If something does happen to touch you or you feel a certain way about it, it's because we're all going through it together. When one of the lyrics happens to really touch something in your mind, you feel it, see yourself in it. I try to write like that. Like you could be in the song with me and find the people that need to find me. And I want to find them. I want to meet them. I want to see them. I want them to hear this. I have to feel it to be able to put it on record, and it really starts with the music. So as soon as chapter 3 makes that beat, it says something to me, and I hear it, and then we go through it together, and he's like, I think that's cool. And I'm like, okay. And it gets laid out. The record that we made was a challenge in which like a lot of people don't report the world, like what's happening. There are things to make people escape, which is good, but I'm not here for that. Like, I'm here to report what's happening in lives for people like me. I don't really have compromise for that. We're living in unprecedented times, right? There was a lot of protests, a lot of anxiousness, a lot of stress. People needed to be heard, so a lot of marches were in the streets, and we were out there. This record that we made is that. It says it itself. You know, we have songs like Dial, Day in the Life.
My father came with $20 and clothes on his back. My mother limping home from work, I recorded all that. My brother pushed the working class and turned it to a lack. These images forever burned and always play back.
These are all challenges we were given, and our report from where we stand out into the world. I have a lyric that said, some generations before me were scared to speak out because they get deported. Let all the repercussions come to me. Let's see what happens. Because I won't be afraid to say those things, radical or not. Like, we're here to rebel about things. Like, I don't want it to be nice. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the pain. I'm cool with whatever. As long as we need to do what we need to do, and let it be on me. Let it be on us. It's cool, like, radical or not. I think we have a message, and that it's gonna stay like that. The photo behind me is one that Stevan Oriol took at Cedar Sinai. I was hit in the head by a flashbang during one of the protests. Got me pretty good. Things like that. Why would you quit? It's like, you gotta do it for the people that aren't here, for the people that can't anymore. So I move like that. What scares me? Staying the same. My end goal is to be irrecognizable at the end of this. Like, where I was to what I'm gonna be you're gonna have to look at photos of what I was, because I'm not gonna be that person no more, because my mind has shifted. And I hope the same for everybody during this time. Like, focus on that, like where you wanna see, like how you wanna see it. My biggest fear is not changing. Like, I wanna evolve into something that you've never seen, even myself. Technology is just going to a place where I think you can do nothing but be excited about it. If you're fearful, it's because you're holding on to the past. But the future has a lot of good things, and different artists that are coming out, different movements, and there's just so much that's there to be excited about. People have taken more control over their lives. I think I'm more excited in where I am mentally and where we are as a group, like what I think we can do, and I'm excited about what we have inside of us to see where it can go. I'm 1,000 words, and I'm a creator.